Hello, everyone. Welcome to Developing Palates. I am Aaron Loomis coming to you from the Drew Estate Studio. With me today is Seth Geis and from the Villager Scar Studios, John McTavish. How you guys doing?
I'm doing well, man.
Doing well, man. I wish I was down at Puro Sabor, I see all the pictures. I get jealous because everyone's, hanging, smoking, having a good time. I'm like, that's where I should be instead of, the frozen white north. Lame.
Let's get watch good hockey. You guys
Yeah.
had a really good hockey game the other night. Um,
Yeah, it's not.
no, oh, it was Edmonton, not you guys.
Yeah, it's just we hate them.
It was Edmonton and Tampa Bay. Great
Yeah.
game. Lots of fights, good goals.
I do like seeing Edmonton players get punched in the face, though.
All right. So today we are talking about the Diamond Crown Black Diamond Emerald. Cigar is a Toro 6x52. Comes out of the Tabacalera A Fuente factory in the Dominican Republic. Wrapper is Connecticut Habano, binder and filler both from the Dominican Republic. Price point is $21, and the cigar was released in August of 2022. So, with all that out of the way, Seth, what was your overall experience like with this cigar?
Listen, you look at the cigar, I thought it was beautiful in hand. Great looking wrapper, which I was like, oof, Connecticut Habano is gorgeous. It's not
That's
gonna
a nice
smoke
wrapper.
well. It's not gonna smoke well. Um, I was like, I might get some flavors, but it's not gonna smoke. Um, You know, it's I was getting some damp wood, some sweet spice, some faint fruit notes. There was some tobacco qualities, rich earth cocoa, medium in strength of body, really balanced. Um, and that kind of showed was a continuation into the second third. The final third was a little bit more darker. There were some mineral qualities. I would never say that the cigar really got that strong. I said medium full at the end, but that's probably more like a medium for some. It's like I don't know, it's like a Diet Liga T52 or like
Hmm.
it's not, and I'm not trying to compare, and we'll get that to the end, but
Right.
like you can tell it's a lighter version of this Connecticut Habano wrapper, which has a distinct quality, which is really enjoyable. Pretty good burn. I really like the draw. It was a thick, there was some resistance, but it's thicker tobacco, so I kind of expected it. So yeah, John.
Yeah, I mean, I'm going to echo a lot of what you said. It's like, I think your analogy of drawing parallel to another cigar in the industry is very on point. Like with the Connecticut Habano this dark, I get a lot of creamy chocolate, leather, earth, spices, and it ramps up pretty quick into the sort of medium, just over medium strength on the palate, which is nice. Little espresso breaking through. It was good. I wouldn't say it was very good in the first third, but I think it did more than enough to engage my palate. And then the second third kind of led with earth and espresso. Again, sort of sweet creaminess. And that creaminess I think what I find is when you have a really earthy, heavy profile, if you don't have something to offset that, it just becomes too much on the palate. And in this case, it had this really rich creaminess. And so that balanced the mouthfeel and that grittiness, which is nice. And then last third, more just earth and spices. So that cream kind of gave way a little bit, and earth became the primary flavor profile. And as I just mentioned, kind of not as engaging as the first two thirds. Burn was pretty much perfect. I had to do one touch up in the first third, and then it was just fine for the rest of the smoking experience. And as Olmec's Drool there kind of pointed out, um, there's there was like it was slightly into the resistance spectrum, but I actually prefer that. So for me, again, perfect draw. Um, certainly up there with a lot of the Diamond Crowns I've enjoyed. This is good overall. How about you, Aaron?
Yeah, for me, the cigar started with toasted dark oak, sharp baking spice, and light mustiness. A bit later, some earth and chalkiness joined in. Then the second third saw the baking spice morph to black pepper. And then the final third saw the toast level increase and the earth became a bit dry. I thought the cigar had a nice start, but it kind of fell off from the second third and kind of maintained an average profile the rest of the way. Um, the cigar's got a really high price point.
What was
Just kind of
price point?
$21. And with the
Mm,
kind of the smoking experience, which is slightly above average, it's just not enough for me to I think want to come back to it at that price point. So you know, just the cigar's fine. It's just I wouldn't pay that much to kind of smoke it on any kind of regular basis. All right, so let's get into scores. We're going to start at the top with John at 6.72. June, who wasn't able to join us, gave it a 5.85, and then Seth and I both gave it a 5.75. So, John, how that 6.72 match up for you?
Yeah, listen, that matches up really well. We rate on flavor, and this is 100% great on a flavor profile. It's almost breaking into the very good category. So for me, memorable, tasty. Would I pay $21 for it? Listen, I'm kind of a cheap guy. That's a lot of money. But I certainly enjoyed it.
All right, Seth, 5.75.
Yeah, I mean, yes, it's 5.75 lines up. I think with a cigar like this, I will say with the wrapper, I think that you're going to get a fluctuating scores. I think it's just a blend that's going to fluctuate, and I think sometimes you'll kind of get where we are. But I do think that you can get a one that's scored at where John is. It's kind of, and I just feel this way about Connecticut Mono, and we could get into it a little bit after that. I just think that the wrapper can really throw a blend off. And even Nick and Drew States talked about it when they're using it. And I'm sure that they would as well. So, I mean, my experience was like 5.75. I mean, it was like a very soft, Connecticut Habano experience, which was fun. But I don't think I wouldn't spend $21.
Yeah, my 5.75 matches up well. I mean, it was above average flavor profile. I had wavy burn with a relight as well, and the draw was a little snug, so kind of some of those points got knocked out of it. Otherwise, I might be 6.1, something like that. But yeah, price point's a bit high. So getting into final thoughts. So this is a reblend of the Diamond Crown Black
Yeah.
Diamond, because we've
Yeah.
reviewed this before, and we reviewed it the Marquis Vitola, which is let me bring it up. It's
It's like the Petit Robusto or the Robusto.
5.25 by 56, so kind of like
Okay.
a
And
almost
I don't remember how I thought the Marquis. I feel like I rated the Emerald higher.
So yeah, yeah, you and Seth basically flip flopped.
Oh, that's funny.
So Seth gave it a 7.87,
Yeah, there
really
you go.
high, and John gave it a 5.47. So John really
Isn't that
likes
funny?
new blend. Seth likes the old blend. I gave it a 6. The old one a 6. So I'm kind of still in the middle. But it's very interesting that there was and Seth. I mean, June gave it a 5.6. So he's kind of still in the same ballpark. So it's
Yeah.
interesting that you guys kind of flip flopped on old blend versus new blend. So
I mean, I think some of that could certainly be like Olmec there is saying that the blend, maybe the Connecticut Habano just really hit for me. I mean, I'm kind of a huge Habano fan to begin with, but I just really like the creaminess off that Connecticut Habano and the Marquis. I just remember the Marquis just being like really flat and not dynamic, which was I don't remember how much that one. I think it was like 18 something, 1850.
That was
$19.
like
How
years
much?
ago though.
$19.
How many years
$19.
ago was that though?
We smoked it in 2019.
Whew.
So
Still though,
ah,
that's for $19, and that was 4 years ago, and that's $21 to new. I mean, that's pretty good for them actually. I mean that
yeah,
you have to give JC Newman props on if you look at it that price increase.
Yeah.
yeah.
I think I think Connecticut Habano when I smoke it, I really want those really strong, rich stone fruit. Like it's in your face.
Yeah.
It's a flavor profile, and I enjoy it. And I think it's one of these things. I know that it's going to throw off the burn, and you may have to touch it
But
up, but it's one of these things you're okay with it because it's just
as long
that
as the
flavor
flavor's
profile.
there.
Yeah, that flavor profile is there. And this is just like it's like, wow, man, they've made like a European or like a lighter version of this Connecticut Habano, which to me, I'm like, I don't get the purpose of that wrapper. I feel like, what? No, let the wrapper be what I think it's supposed to be, which is just like in your face.
Yeah.
No, I will say one of the things that I found maybe confusing or I didn't understand the marketing, the whole emerald, like they have different names for the sizes. And like I think I would understand like and I'm gonna feel like an idiot if it was on one of the bands and I just didn't see it, but I don't remember seeing it on the band. And so, when this is coming up for the review and it was like Black Diamond Emerald, I'm like, oh, okay. So I see the Black Diamond and I'm like, is this the Emerald? I don't know. And then I Googled it because I don't want to review the wrong one. And so I found like there needs to be something there that ties back to the emerald. Like I'm not going to remember that an emerald is a, what is it, a 6.552?
Toro.
Yeah.
Basically.
So I'm not going to remember that, even though I randomly picked it out of the sky. So I think like either it needs to be incorporated in the packaging, or just drop that altogether, because like I just found that confusing. That maybe that's just me.
Yeah, I think they put it on the box, but
Fair enough.
I can't remember if this had a, I'm assuming it had a barcode across the back of the cello too.
Yes,
But
that's a good point. They do really good with the yeah. I don't think
Yeah.
ours came in cello, but I assume they come in cello with the UBC
Yeah.
sticker. So yeah.
All right, wherever you're catching this video, be sure to like and subscribe, but check out the full written review on the website, developingpalates.com. Follow us on all the social media channels, and you can catch all of our review recaps on podcasts, iTunes, Google Play, and Podbean. Thank you for tuning in. We will catch you on the next one.
JC Newman.